Marriage-based green card under Trump's 2025 immigration rules. What you must know. Are you married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder and hoping to secure your future in America? Before you file anything, you need to hear this. In 2025, the marriage-based green card process is no longer the same, and one mistake could cost you your chance to stay together. Why 2025 is different for spousal immigration. The Trump administration's second term has reshaped marriage-based immigration with the strictest set of rules in over 2 decades. While this pathway was once considered one of the most reliable ways to get permanent residency, it's now a legal obstacle course. New regulations, updated forms, and enhanced fraud detection systems mean genuine couples must prepare more than ever to prove the authenticity of their marriage. Immediate risk: deportation during the application process. Perhaps the most alarming change is that applying for a marriage-based green card no longer shields you from deportation. In the past, most applicants with pending petitions were safe from removal unless there was a serious criminal offense. Now, USCIS officers are authorized to issue a notice to appear in immigration court if they find visa overstays, incomplete forms, or questionable evidence, even for those legally married to U.S. citizens. This change has left many couples blindsided, believing marriage alone would protect them. Quiet overhaul of immigration forms. Early in 2025, USCIS quietly revised the I-130, I-485, and I-129F forms without making public announcements. These updated versions contain new fraud warnings, more detailed personal history sections, and additional background questions. Submitting an outdated form now leads to automatic rejection, no exceptions. Couples who didn't double-check form addition dates have lost months waiting, only to find their petitions bounce back for using an older version. New fraud detection protocols. Marriage fraud has been elevated to a top enforcement priority. Officers must now follow a detailed checklist that includes reviewing your immigration history in depth, cross-checking your social media activity, analyzing your travel and living arrangements, comparing your timeline of relationship events for inconsistencies. Even minor discrepancies, such as mismatched addresses or unexplained gaps in your relationship story, can result in extra scrutiny or a denial. Stokes interviews, the new normal. The use of Stokes interviews has expanded significantly. These involve separating both spouses and asking them identical, highly specific questions for over an hour. Topics can range from daily routines to personal habits, like who makes the bed or what did you eat for lunch 3 days ago. While these interviews aim to catch fraud, even genuine couples can struggle under the pressure, especially those with cultural differences or long-distance histories. Visa overstays now carry heavy consequences. Previously, overstaying a visa was often overlooked if you married a U.S. citizen. Now, any overstay longer than 180 days can trigger a 3-year reentry bar. Over a year can lead to a 10-year bar. Hardship waivers, which could remove these penalties, have become harder to obtain. Applicants must now prove extreme circumstances with medical, legal, or other substantial evidence. Simple emotional or financial claims are no longer enough. Legal and criminal consequences of denials. A denial for suspected marriage fraud can permanently bar you from any future immigration benefits. In some cases, applicants have been referred for federal prosecution, facing up to 5 years in prison and fines of $250,000. Even if your relationship is genuine, weak documentation or conflicting interview answers can create the appearance of fraud. Legislative efforts to loosen restrictions. While the Trump administration's policies are in full force, there are bills in Congress aimed at providing relief. The Dignity Act of 2025 proposes reduced wait times and dual-intent visas for spouses, while the American Families United Act would give judges more discretion to halt deportations when family separation would cause extreme hardship. However, these are still under debate and have not yet become law. My insider observation: the unspoken shift. One major trend we've observed in 2025 that hasn't been widely discussed is the integration of immigration case reviews with data from multiple federal and state agencies in real time. This means your driver's license records, tax filings, employment history, and even DMV registration data can be compared against your application instantly. For couples, this creates a new layer of verification. If your stated address doesn't match tax documents or your work history conflicts with Social Security records, USCIS can spot it immediately, often before your interview date. This silent but powerful change is catching many unprepared applicants by surprise. Steps you must take now. Collect comprehensive evidence. Beyond photos and joint accounts, include travel records, communication logs, and affidavits from friends and family. Verify every form. Always download directly from the USCIS website to ensure you're using the current edition. Avoid last-minute filings. Processing can take 12 to 24 months, so start early. Seek legal help for complex cases. Prior denials, overstays, or criminal records make professional guidance essential. Be honest. Never fabricate stories. If you forget a detail, admit it. Consistency is more important than perfection. Final word. Marriage-based immigration in 2025 is no longer a straightforward process. It is now a high-stakes legal journey where mistakes can mean years of separation or permanent denial. With preparation, accurate documentation, and a proactive approach, you can still succeed, but you must treat the process as seriously as the government does. Your future together is worth the effort. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, be sure to subscribe to Visa Intel USA, like this video, and share it with someone who needs this information today. See you in the next update.